So now let us start setting up Visual Studio 2019. So we can use the Irvine library for assembly language programming. So let's begin by creating new project, then empty project, then click next. So let's hit the project name as project 3, then create. Okay, so under this window, so let's remove or delete this source file. The source file is also need to be deleted. So we don't need those files or folders. So on this project file, so right click, and then so click on build dependencies, build customizations, and click on Mason. Then let us add new item. So here, so Visual C++ is highlighted. So we will use C++ file. Then under file name, so let's make it example1.asm. So take note of the file extension, so that must be .asm. Then click add. So right click on example.asm, then click on properties. So check on the item type, that must be Microsoft macro assembler. Then click OK. Then again in project 3, so click on properties under okay, so that's already set up. So we can now start writing our code. So let's write a code or write a program that adds 32-bit numbers let's say 0A563 6798H, and let's add 23BC. So let's use register EAX. So let's put on the model. So flat and stop segment. Then under data segment or that data, so let's declare a variable sum. So the size is 32-bit, the word. Then let's create the code under the code segment or the code. So we will begin by typing a main procedure, and that will be end with main and then end main. So inside this procedure, so let's add the following hexadecimal number. So first let us move the first operand, so that is 0A563 in register EAX. So EAX is an extended AX register, so that is 32-bit. So let's add EAX. So the next number 6798. Then the third one, BC. Then let us put the sum in the sum variable, so EAX. And let's put invoke exit process. So click on build solution, so to check for some errors. So if there's no error, so we can start by adding some breakpoint. So let's put a breakpoint in this first instruction, move EAX. Then under debug, so let's start debugging. So as you can see, so the value EAX is now the following values. So let's continue running on the code. So here in memories, if we type reference, let's say sum, so we are here in this location, so where we can see the sum of all these numbers. So let's click on step into. So this is our first instruction. So step 2. So here the variable, the register EAX is now updated with this value. Next step into next instruction, so that is add EAX 679A. So again, the register EAX is updated with the sum of these two numbers. Then step into again, so sum, then another click step into. So the sum of three numbers, as you can see in this memory, is B9300100. That is held in this register EAX. So remember that in 8086 microprocessor, we are following the little engine format, so that you can, as you can see in this memory, should compare it to the value of this register. So that is written little engine format. So let's look at 4 bytes. So this is the 4-byte version of this memory. So we can also view the hexadecimal or sign display. So that is positive 78009. So that is how we're going to implement assembly language program using Visual Studio.